So let's understand there are 4 different data structures. It's not theory, it is application. So I'm starting the R application right now, and you may do the hands-on the moment I will ask you to do it. Or if you have already downloaded, you may do the so-called analysis portion vis-a-vis with me. So let's talk about the aspect called factor, data frame, list, and matrices. These 4 components are components of data structure, type of data structure in R programming. So let's define first, what is vector? The vector defined as a sequence of data element of same basic type. Namely, all the elements of vector can be numerical, logical, integers, or maybe complex, etc. Conventionally, a vector can be denoted by C script used to create vector in the R program. This is one major learning. All the elements in the vector is separated by a comma. So this is another learning. Let's take one hands-on example. This is the example, and we can say that this example is referring to write a program. This is first program I'm making you write a program to create a numerical vector of 10 elements. So these are the steps. I'm just straight away taking the step-by-step analysis. I am copying it and exactly taking it to the R studio. Can we proceed further? So I'm just going to open, just focus on what I am doing it right now. I have already picked up written code of making vector in RStudio. I will open the new file here. So this is the new file I have opened. Just have a look on this, and if you can follow the command, wonderful. I'm going very slow with respect to opening and making you doing the hands-on. Go to file. I repeat, go to file, go to new file, go to RScripts. So I am opening. So you will find that this script is already open. So I can copy this whole code here. So you can go to paste also. So I think it is not copied from the slide. So I will go to the copy, pick up the copy and try to, yes, this is copied. So can you see that? So I'm removing step 1. This is the step 1. This is the step 2. Can you see how to write a code? This is one query, I think. Let me check. Let us proceed. Okay. There are other participants also. We are trying to do so. So this is the R vector we have created. I run the vector using R control, or you can run the vector from here. On the, you can see the run command here. You can select whole code likewise, and you can run it from here. This is the run. So you will find the reflection here. Can you see the reflection here? Once it is run, then I call the vector by pressing Control Enter. So the moment I press Control Enter or run, you will find the reflection here, which is the vector output has been created. So this is the vector output has been created. So this is the first rule which helps you to create your vector. Would you like to do it simultaneously? Are you doing it? If you are doing it, wonderful. If you are doing it, really fantastic. Let me go to the another. Should I wait for your nod or should I move ahead? So this is one vector. You can create a vector of your own choice. So you can try it. So for example, I'm creating a vector A with certain scripts. So C starts, and this is the vector which has got only alphabets. A, so we can say start from B, C, D, E, F. So we can do it. We call the vector. and we call it by A. So this vector is being created. Here is not found. Okay, there must be some error which I have done it. So let me try it with the quotes. So this is by code it will come. So I'm calling the vector A. So the moment I call the vector A, you will find the vector has been called. So I select it, I run this. This is the vector, and I'm now calling the vector A by running this. So you will have this vector. Is this okay? Then you can have a vector of your own choice. So you can create few vectors of your own choice. You can put the logic, you can put anything of your own choice. You can put the details. So this is what is a vector aspect. We have tried to touch upon the vectors. So you can try a vector which is alphanumeric. Can we try it? Let's do it. Are we going to do a vector with the name A, and can we call this vector say 1, then A, 2, C, 3, D, 4, E. Let us call this vector. Not possible. So this is alphanumeric vector. Let us take this by codes. Let me check and try it by this code method. Those who are doing at the first time, we need to run through. Those who are having a full awareness about the initial methods, they may feel a little bit jittery, I can understand, but this is the way in which we have to follow. So when we have alpha numeric characters in the code, we have to use this code aspect. Let me call R. So it will displaying the vector, which is a combined vector of numerics as well as the aspects of so-called numeric vector as well as alpha so-called English characters are there. So it is combined kind. So you can operate it like this. So this is the vector operation I have shown you. We'll try to touch upon another operations of other parts of the structure. Let's go to the data frame. These are the one of the crucial aspect. And in this crucial aspect, we can, yes. Is there anything in the chat? Let me check. Yes, sir. So when press control, it comes. Press control, enter. Okay. This is control and enter together will run the software. Yes, Mr. Mayumdar, we have to do the control and enter or run anything of your own choice. We are moving ahead, don't worry. Okay, so let's talk about data frames. What are data frames? Let's get into that. So data frame is a type of matrix that entails of columns and rows. It can be applied to store a data in a tabular form. Authors means this is a script which I have taken from my book. So it is referring to following attributes of data frame here. We have enlisted the data frame. The attribute of the data frame as follows: the column names should not be empty, row names should be distinguished, the data stored in the data frame ought to be numeric, factor or character form. Each column should contain same number of, so characters or elements should be same in the data frame. So this is one of the major aspects of the data frame we need to talk about. Let's go to the example of data frame. So here is the example number 2, where we are trying to see to prepare a R code which has to be developed using a table known as dairy, comprises of columns, rows. The columns are shown in the headings as stated here. Fresh milk, this is error, and we can rectify the error using this quantity in liters and price. So this is the code which I am just picking it up to create a data frame of a dairy with the given set of information. So I am just copying this because instead of writing codes live, what will happen, it adds to the time management aspect. So I'm taking the code directly to the system and remove unnecessarily desired things. So here is the, I think I should take code one by one. So otherwise it will create a conflicts in the system. Let me put it there. So here I am starting the code one. So this is the first part which I am taking it, and this is the aspect which I started with, and try to take the dairy ID like this. So let me take this code first. So here is the code, and step has to be get removed. So here the data frame has been pointed. So this is, I'm trying to create a data frame who's created by the name called dairy underscore ID with the script 1 to 5. So this data frame has got element 1 to 5. I run this code, you will find that this code has been there. Now I can call this data frame. The moment I again enter the dairy underscore ID, the items have been evolved. Same thing, it can be used for calling various data frames. So you can call the data frame with the ID more than 100. So let's try it. So you will find the ID with this, and we can get the random numbers from the data frame. So here